Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Alex, a comic hoarder. Thank you so much for clicking play on this video. I've got 5 more books here that are foundational books that I just got recently. So these are not like rehashing some old books that I've already shown. These are brand new books that are going to be put up on the wall in the man cave. And I'm going to talk a little bit today about why am I so passionate about foundational books, increasing the overall value of my collection, and then also increasing the overall eye appeal of my collection. That's what foundational books are to me. And I'm also going to be talking about an amazing, huge announcement for this channel. It's one of the coolest things that I've ever done. It's one of the coolest things in comic books that I've ever been a part of, and I'm excited to share that after the intro. So hopefully you guys are excited. Want to give a huge shout out and thanks to HipComic. They're an amazing organization, amazing website that is built for comic collectors by comic collectors, so they know exactly what we love. It's a great, safe place to buy and sell comic books. I've been scouring their website trying to find some amazing books to purchase, and they just have so many. So it's really awesome. There's a link in the description below to check out HipComic today. Thank you so much, HipComic, for sponsoring this video. Hopefully you guys are ready. After this intro, you will hear the big announcement, so stay tuned. Hopefully you guys are ready. Here we go. You guys know I love Archie comics. I've always wanted to do an exclusive cover for some comic book company, and there is no better company to work with than Archie Comics. So I've partnered with Champion City Collectibles, and we've hired an artist named Candace Daly, the Daily Doodle on Instagram. She's famous for her Star Wars work with Topps, and we have come up with an amazing concept, an amazing exclusive cover, and this thing is going to be extremely limited. I believe there's going to be under 175 copies available to the public, so these babies are going to be scarce. They're going to be extremely rare. So right now I'm going to reveal to you what the comic book cover is going to look like. It's going to be first come, first serve. You're going to be able to pre-order through me. You're also going to be able to pre-order through Champion City Collectibles. Like I said, there's going to be about 275 copies available to the public. So without further ado, here is the comic book cover. I am beyond excited for that Archie cover, the best Archie comic ever. It's going to be epic. It's going to be a big summer blockbuster. So really excited about that. Love the cover by the Daily Doodle. She does such great work, and that's exactly why I suggest her to Champion City Comics. I've just been admiring her stuff. So go follow her on Instagram. Go follow Champion City Comics on Instagram as well. And then we'll have pre-order information very soon. So keep checking back in with the channel so that you can potentially get your copy. Like I said, it's limited. It's going to be insane. So I really hope that you guys, if you want it, that you can get it. There's like 300 copies total that are going to be printed. 275 or less copies are going to the public. So hopefully you guys are excited about that. I'm really pumped. Let's get on to these foundational books. The first one up is a book that you guys are probably on the fence on. It's very polarizing. You either really love the book or you don't like it. But honestly, up until the Captain Marvel movie, everyone had respect for this book. Everyone liked this book, and it wasn't always super expensive. But I do remember when a 9.8, man, that shot up to like almost $1,800, like back when this first became like a really hot key, and people were like, $1,800, oh my gosh, I can't believe $1,800. And now that's like, for like a hot book, man, that's almost like nothing. I mean, it's a lot of money, trust me. I'm not saying it's like that's like chump change or anything like that, but when books started like jumping up to almost $2,000, we were like, whoa, this is serious. Comic books are serious right now, especially in 9.8. So I remember seeing a 9.8 of Miss Marvel #1 jump up to like $1,800, $2,000, and I was like, oh, holy crap. This one's a pretty nice copy, but Miss Marvel #1 is definitely one of those ones that when you're flipping through a collection, every single dealer is going to know this book. Every single dealer is going to have respect for this book and be like, there's a key. Great job. Do you have number 18 as well? Miss Marvel #1. This one's got a cool date stamp right there from 1976. This one's definitely Bronze Age, but we're cheating a little bit. I'm adding this as a foundational book because you can still get this relatively cheap. Of course, you guys can see the numbers down here. It's that time to be collecting this book. Well, actually, we should have probably been collecting it beforehand, but I have a feeling that this book is going to cool off. It's going to go down. Savage She-Hulk #1. Really great book. I've always liked this book. It's always been a cool cover to me, kind of an homage to Hulk #1. So this is a great book. She-Hulk obviously is getting her own Netflix series. There's mixed reviews on that, but I'm not one to complain. I love the entertainment. I didn't watch all of Moon Knight, but I'm not complaining about it. Loved all the movies, of course, and this is a series that I'm not going to complain about. I'm just going to enjoy the fact that we're constantly getting entertainment. So I guess these both have specs on them as far as the Marvels go, and like the Kamala Khan show, and then She-Hulk show. So these are great foundational books. You're never going to see a dealer pass these up for the right price, or if they're buying a collection, those are going to be books that they're going to pull out of the collection and take notice of, and it's going to increase the eye appeal. It's going to increase the overall value of that collection. All right, I did a poll on YouTube, and there's over 400 votes, and overwhelmingly the key to have for Gambit is, of course, Uncanny X-Men 266. But with that being said, I think ETA Nick always says, get them both. So if you're worried about Hulk 180, Hulk 181, get them both. But I went ahead and got X-Men Annual #14. I've had a 9.8 of this. I had a 9.8 of this and a 9.8 of Uncanny X-Men 266, and I sold them both. Gambit is in several panels in this. The only qualm that I have with this was this not intended to be his first appearance. I know a lot of people don't care about that. They say, I don't care. It doesn't matter. And someone said they were even reading X-Men, and they just bought this one off the shelf, and they were reading it completely confused on who that character was. So that made a lot of sense to me on why this would be considered as the first appearance. Those readers who are buying this off the shelf and saying, wow, it's 1990. Who is that character? First appearance of Gambit in cameo, maybe. I like the other book, Uncanny X-Men 266, but this book is starting to, like, I remember when this was a $5, $10 book. Like, I would never pay more than like $14 for this book. I think I remember the highest I ever paid for this book was $14. Well, I just recently got this one, and I paid a little bit more than $14. This is really cool. Love this book. And yeah, they kind of go together. Uncanny X-Men 266 and X-Men Annual #14. All right, this is definitely an eye-catching book. This is a nice copy too. I got this from STL Comics, where I get a lot of my just great bronze, copper age keys. They've got silver age keys. They're just an amazing shop. If you're ever in the St. Louis area, do yourself a favor. Go to STL Comics. Actually, don't go there, because I want to get all the books, and I want to get all the keys, and I want to get all the deals. But if you want deals and you want cool books, you're probably going to find them at STL Comics. This is the limited series Wolverine #1, Frank Miller. Everybody knows this book. Everybody has huge respect for this book. And when you're flipping through a collection and you see Wolverine #1, you're like, yep, this collection's awesome. Yeah, this collection's really cool. So far, we've got some really cool eye-catching books. Copper and Bronze Age, like, these are like not the biggest keys in the world, but if you're flipping through a collection and you see these and you've leveled up your collection, these are awesome books. I think they command a lot of respect. I hate to keep repeating myself. Someone commented, like, you keep repeating yourself. Like, he was pissed. Like, I think he thought I was an idiot or something like that. But you keep repeating yourself. These are foundational books. They increase the overall value of your collection. They increase the overall eye appeal of your collection. And what if you had a short box of just all foundational books? Could you imagine your collection then? One of the things I need to do is stop chasing like the hot book of the week. But I will not stop chasing sweet store exclusives or sweet comic book exclusives from YouTube channels. So anyways, quick plug there. Make sure you guys are buying that, or at least looking forward to it. All right, and the last book that I'm going to show for today is a book I've never owned. I have never owned this book, but it's a huge key. It's the first appearance of Patch. This is Wolverine ongoing series #1, and this is from 1988. Definitely a copper age key. This book is awesome. Such a great cover. First appearance of Patch. Wolverine's ongoing series. I remember the number 50. I think it was number 50. or 25 or 50 where it had the cutouts of his claws on the cover. I was like, if I keep this nice, I'm going to be rich someday. These are the books, you guys. I think these ones are awesome. I also got this one from that shop in Champaign. Had an amazing time there. If you guys were looking through a collection and you pulled out these keys, somebody was selling a short box of comics and there were these in there, you'd probably get pretty excited. These are awesome books. It's leveling up your collection. And the reason why I'm so passionate about leveling up my collection is I love trading. I've been able to make amazing trade deals. It's been incredible. And so I'll trade a stack of books like these. These are going in the collection because I've made trades and I want to build my collection back up. I want to build my foundational collection back up. So I've made trades for books like this. I'd get a really cool Bronze Age key, like a giant size X-Men #1. I'd trade a whole stack of books like this. I would get a Daredevil #1, something crazy. Like I built my way up, and then I'd take that Daredevil and I'd trade it for, I'd pile that with other books and trade it for another big book, like a big Golden Age book. And I'd take that Golden Age book and trade it for an Amazing Fantasy 15. I love trading. You don't always have to shell out all sorts of cash to make great deals. Like say I've got $200 in all these books and say they're worth $500. So my acquisition is $200. My trade value is $500, so instantly I'm getting $500 or $300 extra dollars in value there on my trade. So it's really great way to have your collection ready to go. Have your collection liquid and ready to go. Now, I don't want to sell these because tax purposes. That's why I've been like so focused on trading lately. So if the government's going to tax me on every single thing that I sell, man, I'm going to be trading. So I want my collection to look awesome, but I also really, really enjoy these books. I'm not buying these to sell. I'm not buying these to trade. I want to have a sweet display in my office, but that's kind of why I like having foundational books over books that are kind of not as recognizable, or they're great covers, but they're not going to be as appealing to dealers or other collectors who are looking to buy collections. They're going to say, wow, these are really cool. They're just variants, or they're just last week's hot book, or they're 6 months ago's hot book. But these books never die. Legends never die. These are awesome books. This one's climbing the ranks. It's crazy. One of these days, that book might be worth more than Uncanny 266. But I think that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you're brand new to the channel, hit that subscription button, hit that bell to be notified when there's future videos. If you want a shot at one of those limited Archie covers by the Daily Doodle, myself, and Champion City Collectibles, we've got our logos on the back. It's so cool. Really, really excited about that. And if you want a shot at that, hit that subscription button, hit that bell to be notified, comment down below. Man, I'd really love a shot at that exclusive, you guys. We will try to make it happen, and hopefully you'll be the first to know when the pre-sale drops. But until then, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like. Comment down below what you guys thought of these foundational books. What do you think about this series, Foundational Books? I'm having a great time talking about foundational books. And once again, thanks to HipComic for sponsoring this video. There's a link in the description below to check out HipComic. They're so awesome. Such a great website, and I love scouring their website. They've got everything: graded books, raw books, Golden Age, Platinum Age, Silver, Bronze, Copper, Modern, everything. They've got everything. It's an awesome site, so check it out. With that being said, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you on the next one. See ya, bye.